Hey all, Hipper here, and welcome back to the channel. And this time we are looking at Sea of Thieves. So this is obviously a pirate game, and one of the better ones at it. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Lots of gaming stuff coming here all the time. So Sea of Thieves, this game is it's actually more than 5 years old by now, and once this game came out in 2018, I played it on the day it was out, and I must say back then I was a little bit disappointed. I didn't think there was a lot of content in the game, and I thought it was a little bit of a messed up, just pretty much experience, I guess. And starting the game again here, and 3-4 years later since last time I played it, I still don't think that this game does a very good job of introducing players to, what it means to be a pirate in this game here, what you can actually do and what you should do. It's definitely better than it was 5 years ago, but it's still not up to, the standard of other games. And I know there are different ways you can start this game. Hey, there is a tutorial, like in this case here, I just decided, no, I'll skip the tutorial. I played this game before, surely I know what to do. So I just jumped into a random game with someone else, a random player, I don't know who. And, second I get in, everything looks pretty much like it did 5 years ago. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, this is a pretty good looking game. It's kept in a cartoonish style on purpose, and there's nothing wrong with that. The lighting effects are good, the textures are okay, and it's a pretty good pirate setting here, no problem there at all. And it does impress quite sometimes when you get outside here, for example, in the beginning, but it does look exactly like it did when it came out. And like I said, that's a good thing, or it can be a bad thing depending on who you are. So anyway, this random guy here, I have no idea what we're supposed to do, and he keeps asking me I need help. So I do my best. So I'm just thinking, okay, let's get on the ship, let's do some some actual piratey stuff here. But first I need to press some buttons and stuff that he finally makes me understand, and then we head towards the ship. Now I remember all the details from sailing these ships here back from when I played the game in the beginning, and it's quite fun, but it's also difficult to do if you're just one player, and that's the whole point of this game here. This is a multiplayer game with a capital M, because if you play this game by yourself, I mean you can, but it just makes everything a lot more difficult, and you really need a team of players if you want to take out anything bigger than this ship here. And even this ship here, if you gotta sail, steer, maneuver, slow down and brake, and also fire the guns, that's too much for just one person to do, and it's actually a lot for just two people to do. So the more people you are, the more fun you're gonna have in this game here. And that's also why I started out this beginning here, just randomly matching with someone else who seems to be a lot more experienced at this game than I am. So we finally decide to raise the anchor, and I also remember that back from the golden days, and also the fact that you need to obviously unfold the sails to actually be able to move. So we got that thing down. So I don't know where we are supposed to go. I did have a look at the map down in the cabin, but I mean it doesn't mean anything to me. So I'm just sailing somewhere random, and I don't know. It turns out that that's probably very close to where we are going, because the other guy doesn't really object. So at least I hope that we're going somewhere that makes sense. So I'm still very impressed with the actual ocean in this game. It still looks fantastic, and it looked amazing when this game came out, and I still haven't seen anything that does it better, really. Even Ubisoft's latest pirate game still doesn't even come close to this thing here, which is more than 5 years old by now. So we made it to this kind of weird purple spot here. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure that my friendly host here will help me figure out what we're going to do, because I remember that back when I played this game here, I was impressed with the multiplayer and the cartoony graphics, but I just kept thinking there wasn't enough to do, and that's not entirely correct. I mean, there is stuff to do, but there's just not much purpose in doing them. So here, for example, we are diving for treasure, and I remember doing that many years ago as well. And yeah, sometimes you actually find treasure, sometimes you don't. But the problem is that once you find that treasure, what are you supposed to do with it? I mean, you get it, and yes, you can use gold to buy some cosmetic stuff, but that's it. There's no progression in the game. There's no leveling up your character. And I know that is done on purpose so that anyone can jump into the game just like I'm doing now and not be at a disadvantage. But it also means that the longevity of this game here and the grind that some people like, it just isn't there. I think it would be very cool to mix this game with something like Sea of Conquest, where the grind is extreme. So at least you had a possibility of leveling up your pirate and perhaps leveling up your weapons, and obviously getting better at sailing different ship types. And then once you reach a certain level, you can jump up to sailing a bigger ship. As it is now, you can sail anything you want and you can do anything you want. And I know that's a good thing. It's also sort of a bad thing because it really limits the goal of this game here. Like I said before, I don't really have a goal in this game. I can just run around and enjoy the sandbox. But after 15-20 minutes, that gets a little bit dull, and there's really nothing else to do. So unless you have really good mates and you all enjoy this kind of aimless sailing around on the ocean digging up random treasure, then yeah, I mean, to me it seems a little bit empty. So as you can tell, we both died here doing whatever it was we were doing, because the game doesn't really tell you anything in those veins. So I decided, okay, I'll give the tutorial a try. And I remember doing this tutorial before, and it's pretty good. But again, it doesn't really prepare you for how empty the game is. I mean, yeah, it's lush and green, and there's lots of stuff to do, and you can pick up bananas and eat them, and you can chase monkeys and chickens around, but there's no overarching purpose in this whole thing here. You're just doing it for the sake of doing it. There is no collecting enough bananas to level up your, I don't know, banana catcher, whatever. That aspect is entirely missing in this game, and it's a little bit of a shame because the game itself is excellent. I like the graphic style and all the stuff that you can do. I just think that there's a lot of potential that's missed in this game here, and it's all in the name of keeping it easy and open for everybody to just jump in and play. So you get this transient population and no real players that stick around for a long time, other than they come back for a few days every season. So that's a bit of a problem, I think. Anyway, that was Sea of Thieves, and let me know if you want more videos on this, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you out there.